but 2 executive orders to try and limit birthright citizenship. But did the Supreme Court? Yes, the Supreme Court did rule just about a month ago that he couldn't do that by executive order. So today, Trump said he's trying again.
We had a very unfortunate decision in the Supreme Court concerning birthright. It was close, but a very, very unfortunate decision. So we're making adjustments because it's very unfair.
One of the executive orders Trump signed today is called Continuing to Protect the Meaning and Value of American Citizenship, and the other is called Ending Birth Tourism. So I'm going to explain each of these orders to you, and then we're going to talk about what's coming next. The first thing you need to understand before I get into that explanation is the last time the president did this, he was trying to blanketly deny U.S. citizenship to almost all babies born on U.S. soil whose parents were not here legally through an executive order. The Supreme Court said he couldn't do that. So this time, he's instead trying to expand existing laws that would deny U.S. citizenship to a whole bunch of babies whose foreign parents are here illegally and even legally. And while I explain all of that to you, you also need to keep in mind that the Supreme Court ruled just 37 days ago that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution is clear. Generally, babies born on U.S. soil are U.S. citizens, regardless of whether one or both of that child's parents are in this country illegally. But in the June ruling, the justices also acknowledged a previous Supreme Court precedent that found that there are some exceptions to the 14th Amendment and which babies get U.S. citizenship. For example, the Constitution says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. Well, previous Supreme Court rulings have determined that, for example, children who are born on U.S. soil to foreign diplomat parents cannot be American citizens because they are not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States.
You have the right to be an American citizen if you are born here automatically. That's what this case is all about. Donald Trump, on his first day in office during his second presidency, signed this executive order removing birthright citizenship for the children of people who are here temporarily or came to the US illegally. There are a lot of people who say that this is a fundamental part of what it means to be American, the American Constitution, and you can't just take that away with an executive order.
Children in America who are born here deserve to grow and thrive here. It's that simple. If birthright citizenship is struck down, it really will impact a lot of Asian American communities.
Standing up for the people around you.
Everyone's talking about the potential effect on immigrants, right, and on my Latino community, but no one's talking about what this could potentially mean for everybody.
Look at the BBC being biased. There were counter protesters out there, and she didn't give the microphone to none of the counter protesters. And when did the pro-choice party become the pro-life party? Because as an American, they'll tell you you have the right to abort it. Matter of fact, we'll help you with that decision. There's clinics near you where they incentivize undocumented immigrants for having babies. Like, have more babies. The more babies you have, the more access you have to benefits, because that's how they're able to tap into welfare, how they're able to tap into housing assistance, because the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship, they have the baby's considered a citizen. So they incentivize undocumented immigrants having baby, but telling you to abort it. And the UK, out of all people, they don't even have birthright citizenship. Matter of fact, they're trying to cleanse the UK of all undocumented immigrants. They're telling them, hey, you don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here, because now they have these return home hubs all throughout Africa. They're sending those immigrants to places that they're not necessarily from or have a link to that country. And they're like, yeah, this is where you're going now, moving forward. So yeah, and how come UK, how come y'all didn't, BBC, how come you didn't interview or give the microphone to the counter protesters?
I will always say it. Whatever one is doing, you will definitely see people that will either be in support or be against that. Looking at this child birthright citizenship that is happening in the US right now, and looking at what Trump has done already, I have gone through some of the comments in the previous video I made. You can check that. You'll see some people saying that America first, that they are interested in what happens in America, that they are interested in the benefits of America. Whatever anybody says is his or her own palaver, whatever anyone thinks is his or her own cup of tea. And would you say such persons are insensitive? I wouldn't say such. The truth remains that there are still pro-Trump, there are still supporters of Trump, There are still people that are still rooting for Trump, that even if he should finish his tenure today and come out tomorrow to go for another tenure, there are people that will still vouch for him. There are people that will still say, America first. We are not leaving America because Trump is the president. Looking at the birthright, Trump actually said his reasons why he attacked the birthright of a thing, that it is for people that will think that they will come and buy the citizenship and go, like the people that have such mentality that you can just, you are pregnant, you come into the country, you get the citizenship of your child, you just leave the country, there is no input, there is no a tangible input coming from your end, or positive input, that these are the people that he's attacking somehow. But the question still remains, all these things, are there for the benefit of the citizens or for you that is making the law?
18 states are suing Donald Trump right now for birthright citizenship. Let me tell you what that sounds like to me in my brain. Some bullshit, right? That sounds like to me, when I break it down, if I come in your house at 9 months pregnant and have my baby in the middle of your flow, I get rights to your house. Basically, that's what the fuck birthright citizenship is. I had my baby in the middle of your living room, so I know you own this house, but I got parts of your house too now. My baby is a part of owning your home because I had her in the middle of your living room flow. That's what the fuck birthright citizenship sound like to me. It should have never been a thing. Your mama here illegally, your daddy here illegally, and because she waddled her fat ass over here and thought she would give birth to you here, now y'all all just citizens, just like that, for free. So keep in mind, the American people, we just paid for her labor and delivery, her doctor, the fucking translator that came in there and translated everything she had to say to the nurses and doctors. We paid for that too, out of our taxpayers' dollars. And guess what? She ain't come out of a dime. Neither did he. Neither one of them came out of a dime to come over here and have that baby right here in the United States. All that was free. And then so was the citizenship. That was free too, because they had a baby here. Get the fuck out of here. The fact that y'all don't see a problem with this is baffling to me, because so she could just come here, lay on the table, have a baby, do that for free. But me, an American citizen, if I lay on the table and have a baby, they're gonna send me a bill for that. They're gonna send me a bill for that. And 6 weeks after I give birth to that baby, they're gonna expect for me to get my American ass back up and go back to work and work for that child, to provide for that child, correct? But they can come here out of nowhere and y'all give them free Visa cards, free housing. The kids go to school for free. Everything is free. Everything is given to them because they crossed over here through a motherfucking gate. But I was born here. All my kids were born here, and everything I do is tax. I gotta pay for every motherfucking thing. I gotta work to the bottom of my motherfucking bone for everything I have, and they supposed to just get what the fuck they want because they came over here on a boat. Get the fuck out of here. Look at the message America is sending to these people. This is why they migrating over here by the floods of people. This is why. Look at the message y'all sending to them. Just come over here and have a baby. Just come over here and have a baby. Just come over here and have your baby. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? I wonder, can you just go over there and have a baby and y'all just... If Americans was migrating to places like that, let's say all of us thought one day we get up and go to fucking China. They wouldn't allow it. If all of us start getting up and migrating to another fucking country, they look up and it's Americans everywhere. Do y'all think they would be giving us free healthcare, free benefit? Do you think another country would never allow this shit? And that's why Donald Trump is not allowing this shit, and I completely agree with it. The fuck? We can't get away with that shit nowhere. Okay, we all just found out America ain't shit, right? And we all was saying, oh, we want to go to China, we want to go to China. I want millions of us to start flooding China and see if they don't close them motherfucking borders. I want to see if another country just be like, oh, the Americans coming over here. We just letting all these Americans over here. It will never fucking happen. It will never fucking happen. Fuck your mama illegal, your daddy illegal, and just because you was born, now y'all just citizens. Absolutely the fuck not. You illegal too. You want to know why? Because you was never supposed to be born over here, because they wasn't supposed to be over here in the first place. Something is not clicking, Richard. How are y'all making these kids American citizens when the mama wasn't supposed to be here and the daddy wasn't supposed to be here either? So the baby was never supposed to be born here. Your mama black, your daddy black, you black. Your mama white, your daddy white, you white. Your mama illegal, your daddy illegal, you illegal too.
Special credit to all the original owners of the video used in the creation of this video. This is solely for analysis and for educational purposes. If you have watched up to this point, thank you so much for watching. Do well to like, share, and comment on this video. It is solely for more wider reach, like to get to more wider reach. Just share the video if you can, share to your friends and loved ones, share to people around you to get to know, and also tell us what you think. What is your mind? What is in your mind regarding all this birth citizenship of a thing? What do you think? Tell us in the comment section. This is still Dor-Dor Global News, your one stop for everything concerning USA. Have a lovely day, guys, and take care of yourselves. See you all in our next video. Till then, bye.